Good day, St. Maarten. I'm Jasenia Lasso.
And I'm Austin Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of St. Maarten News Desk, where we bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
It's the end of the week, but let's jump right into our headlines. St. Maarten joined the global celebration of World Tourism Day today with Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Grisha Maarten, delivering a powerful message to the public. She highlighted the critical role tourism plays in the island's economy, contributing 70% to its financial stability. The minister described tourism not only as the backbone of the economy, but as the industry of the future. She stressed the importance of engaging the youth, saying it is only proper for us to engage the youth right now as they are the future of our island. In line with this vision, 52 students from the Asher Stevens Christian School, along with 3 staff members, were invited aboard the Icon of the Seas, the world's largest cruise ship, during its port visit. The students were treated to a full tour of the vessel and enjoyed lunch on board. Additionally, 30 students from the St. Maarten Academy experienced an unforgettable aerial tour of the island with Winair, while 20 students from the sister Regina School will participate in an unexclusive tour of the Sonesta Maho Beach Resort. This year's theme, Tourism and Peace, emphasizes the essential connection between peaceful environments and tourism's success. Maarten pointed out the peace is key for tourism to thrive as travelers naturally avoid conflict zones. She reflected on St. Maarten's reputation as the friendly island and the importance of valuing visitors. Looking for the future, the minister announced that an awards ceremony will be held on September 30th at the St. Maarten Tourism Bureau, honoring pioneers who have made significant contributions to the island's tourism industry. Director of Tourism, Mrs. Mei Ling Chung Derby, emphasized the importance of recognition, saying it is important to give honor where honor is due. Finally, Maarten reaffirmed the importance of preparing the next generation for the tourism industry. She shared plans to integrate tourism studies into the school curriculum, fostering innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurial spirit to ensure the sustainability of that sector. She concluded by affirming that tourism is not just a livelihood for St. Maarten, but a way of life that must evolve with the global community, grounded in lasting peace.
Winair has successfully completed an intensive self-defense training program for its cabin crew designed to enhance onboard safety. The training culminated in a hands-on exercise conducted within an ATR aircraft, providing realistic in-flight scenarios. As a first line of defense, Winair's cabin crew are now better equipped to manage potential threats with a focus on de-escalating conflicts and, if necessary, taking control of difficult situations. Edwin Hodge, Winair's Director of Operations, emphasized the airline's commitment to safety, stating, "Investing in our crews training is essential to maintaining the highest safety standards in the aviation industry." The program was expertly led by Miss Arsti Baran. A 2010 world champion in Japanese Jiu-Jitsu who tailored the self-defense techniques specially for in-flight environment. Baran highlighted Winair's dedication to passenger and crew safety, remarking that this initiative ensures the team is fully prepared for any eventualities. Winair's proactive approach strengthens its resolve to offer a secure and enjoyable travel experience for all passengers. Arsi Baran has opened the door for inquiries from other airlines and companies interested in implementing safety programs as well.
The Central Bank of Curaçao and St. Maarten, the CBCS, projects continued economic growth for St. Maarten in 2024, though at a slower pace. After a 3.8% expansion in 2023, growth is expected to ease to 3.5% in 2024 and 2.3% in 2025. This slight slowdown reflects optimistic projections for cruise and stayover tourism, as well as private investments in large-scale commercial and residential projects. Tourism continues to drive growth, boosting the accommodation, transportation, and construction sectors. However, inflation inflation is expected to rise to 2.8% in 2024, up from 2.1% this year due to higher international oil prices. CBCS also emphasized the strategic role of the Princess Juliana International Airport in St. Martin's economy. PJIA significantly contributes to the GDP, employment, and public revenues, but remains vulnerable to external shocks like Hurricane Irma and the COVID-19 pandemic. Reconstruction of the airport is progressing with full capacity expected by late 2024. CBCS President Richard Dornbosch noted that St. Martin's post-pandemic recovery remains strong, but overcoming barriers like limited access to finance and underutilized infrastructure will be crucial for long-term sustainable growth. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on TV 15 and across other social media platforms.
I'm Jasenia Lassiter, wishing you a wonderful week.
Stay friendly, St. Maarten.
Hello, my people. Make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV 15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the Late Night Show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the Late Night Show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV 15.
Thank you, TV 15. Make sure tune in.
Make sure tune in to the Late Night.
And Sit, Sip, and Chat.
Late Night.
We exposed 5 strangers to different KFC menus to see if the flavor can enhance any moment. And at the first bite, the party began. We repeated the experiment during the day, during business hours, on weekends, with sunshine, with rain. It's confirmed any moment can be a KFC moment.
As September draws to a close, the St. Martin Police Force, KPSM, reminds the public the importance of addressing domestic violence. Despite ongoing awareness efforts, domestic violence continues to have a lasting impact on victims, families, and the community. KPSM urges victims to seek help immediately and stresses that the perpetrators must be held accountable for their actions. KPSM acknowledges that domestic violence often stems from underlying issues like anger and control, emphasizing that punishment alone is not enough. The police encourage those who have engaged in abusive behaviors to seek therapy and professional help to break the cycle of violence. Resources are available to support both victims and perpetrators. Behavioral therapy, anger management, and court-mandated rehabilitation programs are offered to those willing to change. For victims, immediate assistance is available through organizations like Safe Haven, Women's Desk, and the Mental Health Foundation. KPSM remains committed to protecting victims and ensuring justice, while also encouraging community action as well. If you or someone you know is affected by domestic violence, seek help or call 911 in an emergency. Together, we can prevent domestic violence and make a difference.
United People's Party Member of Parliament Francisco Lacroes has raised concerns about the health risk facing civil servants working in the government administration building. Lacroes, who previously worked in the same building, stated that employees have complained of respiratory issues believed to be linked to mold infestation. In a letter to Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Luke Mercelina, Lacroes requested updates on health assessments and measures being taken to address the mold problem. He emphasized that his goal is not to assign blame, but to find solutions to protect civil servants' health. Lacroes acknowledged the long period the building sat unoccupied before its 2018 reopening may have contributed to the mold growth. He inquired about remediation efforts, potential relocation options for affected workers, and the availability of medical assistance. Lacroes also asked whether work-from-home options are being considered for those with severe health issues. Additionally, he requested clarity on the status of repairs to the building's top floor and the government's rental agreement with the Social and Health Insurance, SZV. Lacroes reiterated his commitment to working with all stakeholders to ensure the safety of the building and the well-being of civil servants, urging prompt action from government. The St. Maarten Police Force, KPSM, in collaboration with the Fire Department, is issuing a crucial reminder to the public to prioritize fire safety following recent fires in homes, buildings, and vehicles. Fires can spread rapidly, causing severe damage, injuries, and even loss of life. To reduce the risk, KPSM encourages everyone to follow these essential fire tips. For homes and buildings, check electrical systems to ensure wiring is in good condition. Avoid overloading outlets or power strips. Maintain fire extinguishers and inspect them regularly. Install and test smoke detectors on each floor. Practice safe cooking by never leaving food unattended and keeping flammable items away from stoves. Refrain from smoking indoors and ensure cigarette butts are fully extinguished. For vehicles, have vehicle wiring inspected, especially in older models. Avoid storing flammable liquids like gasoline in cars. Service vehicles regularly, checking for leaks or unusual smells, and consider keeping a fire extinguisher in your vehicle. In the event of a fire, evacuate immediately and call emergency services by dialing 911. KPSM reminds the community that fire safety is a shared responsibility, and by following these precautions, we can all help prevent fires and protect our homes, vehicles, and loved ones. Let's work together to create a safer St. Maarten.
As the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season reaches its peak, Fire Chief and National Disaster Coordinator Clive Richardson is urging residents and businesses to stay vigilant. 2 active systems are currently being tracked. Hurricane Helene in the Gulf of Mexico, which may strengthen to a Category 3 or 4 before reaching Florida, and Tropical Storm Isaac in the Central Atlantic, expected to become the season's 6th hurricane. Additionally, a disturbance near the Cape Verde Islands is likely to become the 10th named storm, Joyce, later this week. The public is encouraged to monitor local weather reports from the Meteorological Department of St. Maarten, MDS, and ensure that disaster supply kits with at least 7 days of food and water are prepared. The ODM also reminds residents to understand the difference between storm watches and warnings. A tropical storm watch means conditions may occur within 48 hours, while warnings means that they are expected within 36 hours. Similarly, a hurricane watch indicates possible conditions within 48 hours, and a warning means that they are imminent. For official information, tune in to Government Radio SXM Gov 107.9 FM or visit meteosxm.com for updates. With hurricane season continuing through November 30th, Richardson emphasizes it only takes one hurricane to make a bad season. Stay prepared and stay safe.
Lingering moisture associated with a recent tropical wave will cause brief showers and possible thunder, particularly during the morning hours. Residents and users of areas prone to flooding are advised to remain vigilant. Slight to moderate seas will remain throughout the next few days. Now let's take a look at our tropical weather update by Mr. Brian Shields.
This disturbance riding through, not very organized, but this is going to add more moisture into the atmosphere right into the Western Caribbean. In this over here, that is John once again still spinning around. You see it there trying to work inland. So let's go out in time now with this potential copycat system, a system very similar that is going to try to develop. So this is today, scattered areas of rain. Here's the moisture that we saw that brought us some rain and storms the last few days, parts parts of Antigua, Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis, Dominica, Barbados, St. Lucia. By tomorrow, this impulse will ride across, and then by Sunday, you see some scattered showers here, but this area that moves across is going to help to build the moisture. Look at the rain kind of building. Even toward Aruba, we had some rain last night. So all eyes on that in the Caribbean as we go throughout the weekend. I've got you covered. I'm watching that every step of the way. Now we get over here, Guadeloupe, Dominica, Barbados, Trinidad, Grenada. Watching this here, this already looks like it should be classified as a system. We'll see if the National Hurricane Center officially does that, but you see it right there. That's got to be at least a tropical depression at this point. Isaac is up into the North Atlantic, but this here would be Joyce if it does form, so that's just the next name on the list. But you could get a hint of the development in the Caribbean here. The next few days, things are going to be a little bit more settled in the waters. And then as we go forward here, this here is Monday, this here is Tuesday. Right there, things are going to start to build in the Western Caribbean. This is based on the American model, and you can see the seas building. Not a whole lot yet, but that's a sign that, yeah, something is going to try to at least spin up somewhat in the Western Caribbean. By spin up, I mean try to at least gradually develop. 30 to 40% chance Anguilla and St. Bart's, 30 to 40% chance St. Maarten, Saba, and Statia, and about a 60% chance of scattered showers and storms today in Puerto Rico. That could lead to some isolated areas of flooding.
In a special news report brought to you by Real Auto BV, the official Toyota distributor for St. Maarten. Real Auto St. Maarten has issued an urgent safety recall for Toyota vehicles due to the Takata airbag defect. This recall affects popular models like the RAV4, Yaris, Corolla, and Hilux, manufactured between 2004 and 2013. These defective airbags pose serious risk, including severe injury or death. Toyota owners are urged to visit realautosxm.com or contact Real Auto SXM immediately to schedule a free airbag replacement. Stay safe, act now.
Hi, Mom. How are you? But Mom, you finished all your minutes yet?
No, girl. TLM has new postpaid plans and automatically upgraded my postpaid package.
Is that so?
Guess what? I am getting more minutes and almost double the amount of data for the same price.
I guess I'm making a switch now.
Let me call you back, Mom.
Hey Tash, you hear about TLM new postpaid plans?
Culinary influencer Chef Ray, renowned for her platform Pretty Girls Eat Too, is set to visit St. Maarten from September 27 to 30th. With over 144,000 followers, she aims to generate buzz for the upcoming St. Maarten Flavors 2024 edition in November. During her stay at the JW Marriott, Chef Ray will dive into the island's richest culinary scenes. She will engage in hands-on cooking experiences at various participating restaurants, sharing her journey on social media with her global audience. Chef Ray, a seasoned private chef and recipe creator, celebrates the 5th anniversary of her platform this year. Throughout her visit, she will explore the diverse cuisines featured in this year's St. Maarten Flavors program. She plans to try lunch menus at JW Marriott, Pure Ocean, and Sea View, while enjoying dinner at Jack's Steakhouse, La Patrona, and Dee's Beach Bar. A cake decorating session at CBCS is also on her agenda. Her culinary experience will be enhanced by island's activities, including water sports, a topper rum tour, a mural walk in Phillipsburg, and a sunset horseback ride. This exposure aims to showcase St. Maarten's exquisite food and popular activities. Restaurants interested in joining St. Maarten Flavors 2024 can still register. Benefits include personalized influencer videos and media coverage in the Daily Herald. Supported by the St. Maarten Tourism Bureau and various sponsors, St. Maarten Flavors promises to highlight local culinary talent and attract new customers. Stay tuned for Chef Ray's culinary adventures, paving the way for an exciting St. Maarten Flavors 2024. Today marks the open house of the Business Center for Entrepreneurs Development at SEDC St. Maarten. SEDC is dedicated to equipping entrepreneurs with the tools and support needed to grow their businesses, offering technical services, business advisory services, marketing services, finance options, and research and project management to ensure your initiatives succeed. Equipping entrepreneurs with the necessary tools and support is essential for driving economic growth, fostering innovations, and creating jobs. Additionally, support system facilitates networking opportunities and encourage sustainable practices, ultimately benefiting individual businesses and enhancing the overall quality of life within the business community.
Stichting Corporation, which has operated under the name Turning Point for 35 years, has not entered into any agreements regarding the legalization of cannabis in St. Maarten. They clarified their position, stating that they do not have the authority to initiate the issue into law and are waiting for the government to take action. Their understanding is that any legalization must first be approved by the Parliament, followed by the designation of a responsible body by the government. The only official meeting regarding this topic was with former Minister, the Honorable Anna Richardson, which yielded no further developments. While Stichting Cooperation does not oppose cannabis legalization, especially for medical purposes, they emphasize that any government decision must include proper regulations for quality and distribution, and control of the cannabis source, and training for local farmers. The organization insists that St. Maarten should have its own trained inspectors to oversee the quality of locally grown cannabis and its distribution. Additionally, they stress the importance of implementing policies to address potential negative impacts on the community, including educational campaigns about cannabis use and its effects. Stichting Cooperation highlights the need for financial resources to be allocated for educational programs, and they advocate for the establishment of a taxation system on cannabis sales. They also seek transparency in funding for institutions like Turning Point to manage any increase in clientele due to cannabis-related services. Recently, the organization received a donation from an entity interested in cannabis legalization, but they clarify that this donation does not imply any agreements or contracts. The organization has always prioritized its non-partisan mission to serve the community and urges the public to refrain from politicizing their financial support. Victorious Living, led by Dr. Erna Mae Francis Cotton, is debunking common myths about grant applications that deter individuals and organizations from seeking funding. With over 20 years of experience, the foundation has successfully secured substantial grants for community projects. Myth number one: grants are only for nonprofits. Reality: funding opportunities are available for individuals and for profit businesses as well. Myth number two is that grant writing is too complicated. In reality, while it requires careful planning, guidelines and online resources make it manageable, especially for newcomers. Myth number three: only big organizations win grants. In reality, small organizations and individuals can win grants by presenting strong proposals that align with funders' priorities. A local community center exemplified this by securing a grant for an after-school program by demonstrating community needs. Victorious Living grants are available to help individuals and organizations source and write grants. For more information, contact grants@victoriouslivingfoundation.com or call 1+721 522 2084. You can WhatsApp them at 524-8731. Don't let misconceptions prevent you from accessing vital funding. The month remains until the highly anticipated Essence and Mind Swimsuit Pageant, set to take place on October 20th at the Phillipsburg Community Center. This empowering event invites contestants to embrace their journeys, celebrate their essences, and unleash their minds. The Essence and Mind swimsuit pageant emphasizes that beauty transcends mere appearance, highlighting strength, intelligence, and confidence. Participants will showcase their unique qualities and inspire audiences through their stories and talents. Joining us now is our anchor, Jasenia, who will be speaking with some of the contestants about their experiences and aspirations leading up to this inspiring event. Jasenia, over to you.
Joining us now is the contestant number one. Contestant number one, Miss Ocean Clark. Ocean Clark, how are you doing today?
I'm okay.
That's great, Ocean. How has your experience been so far?
Well, it's a little hectic, but it's nice. It's a nice experience. It's new for me.
That's nice. So it's your first time in a pageant, basically.
In how could I say? In a proper pageant? Yeah. I've done something like it before, but not...
So you've done like contests before,
Yes.
but not an actual pageant?
Yes.
Okay, nice, nice. So what is your actual goal? Let's say you win Miss Essence and Mind 2024. What do you have in mind? What is your goal moving forward?
Well, my goal moving forward is to carry the Miss Essence and Mind crown with pride, and to ensure that, you know, young girls can look up to me as a young lady from where I come from.
So we're here with contestant number 2, Miss Nashika Bryan. How are you doing, Nashika Bryan?
I'm fine, thank you, and yourself?
Very good, thank you. Thank you for being here at NEWSDESK.
You're welcome, thank you for having me.
Nice, nice. It's a pleasure. So I want to ask you a couple questions.
Yes.
The first and most important question for me is, how has your journey been so far?
Well, my journey has been amazing. It's a learning experience, and as a single mom, it's a lot of work, but I am
Definitely.
juggling very fine.
And what advice would you give anyone that would be interested in joining this pageant next year, the Miss Essence and Mind swimsuit pageant?
Well, my advice to someone who wants to join is do it. Don't discourage yourself. When you get into it, go all the way. If you feel like you want to drop out, you can always contact one of the girls so we can speak to you, we can motivate you to keep going. Never give up. Once you start, you go all the way to the end.
All right, so how has your experience been so far?
Well, to be honest, my experience have been a real interesting journey. This is a lot different to other pageants that I've only been one, but this one is really as dedicated and as organized as I thought I was. I am not organized.
Oh my.
So this has really taught me to be a little bit more organized,
Right.
better with time management and stuff like that.
Very good, very good. I actually like the Essence and Mind pageant, which I was also part of.
Correct.
But what I appreciate the most of it is that it's not just a contest. Like you say, you learn so much along the way in this journey. And what would you advise anyone that would like to take part in this amazing pageant?
I would like to say it is all about yourself first. It's about your personal growth. And then along the way, you will learn some things. You might meet some new friends. So I think if you want to ever join in, come in with an open mind.
Very good. Nice. That's a great advice, actually.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Talia.
Talia. Mizzy Contemplate. You're contestant number 3 in the Miss Essence and Mind swimsuit
Swimsuit competition. Thank you so much. That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Maarten NEWSDESK.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on TV 15 and across our social media platforms and Alexa devices globally.
I'm Yesenia Lassiter wishing you a wonderful week. See you next time.
Stay friendly, say Maarten.